store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Back to pass. It's Berry. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
Touchdown, Green Wave! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Rice's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Yeah, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And that's a good second down run. commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on. Down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Coleman Hoke. Throwing right. Zips it out to his man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Out of bounds right on the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Toss sweep to the right. Fights off a defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here's a hit. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage at the back end defensively.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. He's got him this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's got the back in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting a tackle for loss.
Under fire. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Defense in press coverage. The give to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 40, there he goes.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Sperry. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Green Wave. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completion.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Going to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Tell you got to be brave as a slot receiver to run these slant passes because you're catching it right around linebackers and safeties are coming crashing down. You really have to have a ton of confidence running that route.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Carney. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it oh so close to... It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet.
East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Yukon Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. we've got a terrific matchup for you today. Rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the American, the Rice Owls. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UConn Huskies offense will be first on the attack. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
This UConn offense really has it going. Look, looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A lot of urgency for this offense. The run to the left. Breaks the tackle. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. UConn quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Motion from the back. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got him still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option, the give. Touchdown, Huskies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Rice Owls offense will go to work for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early, to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle, it's Bickley.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Finds his big tight end. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Huskies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. On the move at the 30. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. This UConn offense really has it going.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Bring in the heat. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To throw, it's Croman Hope. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The UConn offense goes back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. From the gun, the running back has it. Hits him with a stiff arm. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between the... In a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now the play fake. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions or force 4th.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The shoot, quick toss to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Going to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Touch pass on the line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Hey, fourth down, I need a first down. Go to the plays I do well. What do I do? What have I done well all through camp? What have I done well all throughout my career? Call those plays, have success, get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UConn going back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. UConn quick to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it on the return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll... At the 47-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Back to throw, it's Croman Hoke. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up. Just
touchdown Owls! A great catch and run for 6.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Gets it out fast. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Bickley. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Hard running there. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bickley. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Shoots it to the left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the single running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Owls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a touchdown Owls. And that one will give them the lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over Kansas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. The UConn offense goes back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And the Huskies want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls and fires complete. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Still running at the 40.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and turning it on. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
UConn 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. UConn going back to work on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football.
Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Huskies are in the hurry up. In the red area, it's Walters. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UConn!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his...
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And some room to work. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They want that clock to run. Picks up the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. Got his man in the middle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To the ground with the back. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. They're working that left side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running to Green. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They feed him again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he curls that thing just inside the left. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.
Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Memphis offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Looking to throw, it's Adams. He uncorks one deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Rice's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down. And now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Looking downfield, it's Adams. Rushes on him. Finds his man. At the 40, there he goes. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he found...
type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Swings it out to the flat. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is storming. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Carney. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Dropping back, it's Croman home. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on second and goal. Finds his man down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on third and goal. Here's a heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. That brings him to within 1. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Adams. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Zings it complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Up.
He's loose. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. On the ground. Touchdown, Memphis. Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Gets it out quickly. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Might be looking to run. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They'll move the tight end. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rice will try to move the chains on 4th down. to move the sticks. There he goes. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Works the middle of the field. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Adams. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
With the catch, it's Johnson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the sticks, it's Bell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to...
Breaks into the open. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offense is really
Give him 6. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield. They just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ramirez. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Bickley. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Slithers into space. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I really like when the defense goes dime. More speed, like so much speed and space in college football. You can put so many DBs on the field. In these situations, when they do take off and scramble, I go chase them down, make the big third down snap.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. On the run, it's Hill. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the...
Turning it on! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He'll do it himself. Got room to work. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. after that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front, the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
13.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Going to take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Got it back on second and goal. Touchdown, Memphis! And the route is on.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the give off the left side. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start checking the football.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Working the middle, it's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to just
throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost.
Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls. And the Huskies. Long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Abraham. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it past the marker. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Warren. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have.
Touchdown, Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get... On first down, it's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's McNabb. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Abraham. Under fire. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away.
Formation to kick it away.
Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Caught over the middle. It's Ramirez. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to throw, it's Abraham. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Northern Illinois will line up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Abraham. They'll run the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Catch in the middle, it's Toner. There he goes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the offense says thank you very much for the free 5 yards, 1st and 5. To throw, it's McNabb. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ramirez. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Dances away. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. It's complete to the right. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that, and I'll keep trotting him out.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb.
The Owls will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10, and hoping to put together a productive drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
With the catch, it's Bickley.
Second down pass. Complete to the wideout. Gain of 6. 3rd down coming.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's McNabb. Fakes to grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Warren. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Abraham. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
Working the big fella to the corner. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw. It's Abraham. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That's caught. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses to 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Northern Illinois right back to the line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
A 10-yard loss.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw, it's Abraham. Lets it go to the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. This deep in the game, the entire outcome can swing on who makes the big play. And this time, great play by the defense.
Phenomenal job of just keying in. You could tell that defense was expecting that play with the game on the line. They had 11 guys on the same page. Phenomenal effort. Great job by the defense.
Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. They'll try to get it through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw, it's Abraham. Finds a tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. They move on top here in the fourth.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over UMass. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Bickley. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. And the Owls with... Second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be defining moment in this game. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute.